So after last week's video where we saw the dip that we predicted, we are now starting to trend up on BTC. But is this the start of a new bull market, or are we going to continue down? Well, that's what I'm going to share with you today in this video. So let's quickly recap what we talked about last video. So what we talked about was the fact that Bitcoin is now entering into a downtrend. As you can see here, we're creating lower highs and lower lows. The key area for us to look at on the chart is going to be this area right here from 38.5 to 45,000. Now until BTC is able to break above, well, for now, this higher high right here, it's not going to enter an uptrend again, and this higher high is at $70,000, which is around 13% increase from where we are at right now. And for now, this low right here broke past the previous low, creating a lower low, and now this high right here is still trading below the previous support. So there's currently not much bullish sentiment apart from the fundamentals, which we're going to talk about in just a second. So the key reason I'm looking at this area right here from 38 to 45 is because we have on the Fibonacci the 0.5 to the 0.618 level. Now usually I would look at 0.618 to the 0.786 level, but this level is far too severe and we have a good range of accumulation right here. This is the level that I will be observing mostly for major accumulation on BTC if we're able to fall down to it. I think institutions as well are going to look at this level majorly, but nonetheless, I mean, we wicked and we were not that far off by looking at the daily here. We were only around 10% off from reaching that level, which is not that much considering all things. But nevertheless, we have now started to trend back up. And the next area we're going to be looking at is going to be this lower high, which is going to be at around 65 to 70,000. Yes, 69.9 to 70,000 for some sort of major retracement. Now, the next thing I want to show you is the fact that institutions were actually buying the dip on major risk assets. So here you can see they were buying tech mega caps like your Nvidias, Apples. Even though Warren Buffett sold a lot of his Apple shares, most major hedge funds were actually buying during the dip last week. Bitcoin as well, huge news. If we scroll down here, Morgan Stanley gave the green light to 15,000 of its financial advisors, mostly just salespeople, to start pitching clients with a net worth of over $1.5 million the Bitcoin ETF issued by BlackRock and Fidelity. So that is huge news. There's hundreds of thousands of clients in Morgan Stanley with a net worth north of 1.5 million. Now that they're being pitched the BTC ETF, this could be a major catalyst that we talked about in the previous video that we need in order for BTC to thrive. Another major catalyst would be DJT winning the presidential race. Again, he's very pro crypto, so that would be majorly beneficial for us. Now, the main reason why we crashed last week was due to the unwinding of the yen carry trade from Japan, which again contributed to the turmoil. Also, jobless claims came in way lower than expected, and then the S&P ended up crashing, but nevertheless it still had its best day in almost 2 years last week. So it was a huge roller coaster of emotions. We went from having one of the worst days in 2 years to having one of the best days in 2 years. So that just shows you how much things can change in crypto and stock market in general, and why you always need to be looking not just at the charts but also at the fundamentals. So yeah, next let's take a quick look at ETH. So ETH actually did come into our box literally perfectly. I don't think I've ever executed such a perfect trade, but again, we talked about this area for ETH in the last video. So if you managed to accumulate here, congratulations. Literally a perfect tap straight to the bottom, and now we've rallied up. So if you did take this trade, you would currently be up 26% in the peak. What is it now, like 20% now? So congratulations. Take some healthy profits, because now our new resistance level is going to be this. ETH did actually have much worse returns than BTC. I mean, the crash was much more severe. So This is our next resistance. If we're able to reach it, then we should be looking to head back down. I'd like for us to slightly consolidate here. I don't want to see a major jump like this, because then there's not enough accumulation for us when we carry on upwards. The main thing I want to see here, some sort of consolidation before seeing a rally back up. And then the main area to watch is similar to BTC, is going to be this area right here where there's a lot of sellers. It's slightly above this high, so there's going to be a lot of liquidations and everything like that. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe. If you want to see any other videos like tutorials, specific coin analysis, make sure to comment down below, and I will be sure to do them. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next week.